Hello and what is going on, guys? Tomcat here, and welcome to a brand new episode of Stock vs. Tuned. Now, with the recent release of the Mercedes-Benz X-Class pickup truck, I thought that what better way to welcome it to its first Forza game than to have it in an episode of Stock vs. Tuned, and I felt like it would be really interesting because we did a race a long time ago in Forza Horizon 3 where we raced a stock Nissan GT-R against a modified Nissan Titan, and I figured it would be very interesting to take a Mercedes AMG GT-S and race it against their pickup truck. So, without any further ado, let's take this beast over to the highway and see what kind of speeds it can run. Now, when it comes to really throaty sounding engines and almost muscle car style supercars, you can't really get any better than AMG. I mean, they all love to do this. That's the trademark of AMG right there. And listen to that. It's such a great sounding car, and it handles really well, but it can also do this. Like literally on command whenever you want it to. You can be like, "Yeah, do you want to go sideways?" Okay. And it's actually super controllable no matter whether you want to go sideways or you want to be actually really well controlled. This car does a great job at both. But we're not really concerned about its cornering performance today. Today, we are only concerned about what it can do in a straight line, which means lining it up on our starting line and getting it down to the speed trap. So, let's see how it does with a spot of launch control. I'm going to launch it pretty low, right under 3,000 RPM, and go! Big smoky start off the line. There's fourth gear, crossing 100 miles an hour now. There's 130, come on. There's 140. Into fifth, 150. 160, let's go. 162.36. So 162 miles an hour out of the stock AMG GTS. So from here, it's time to find out what a stock Mercedes X-Class pickup truck will do, and then it's time to find out what a fully built Mercedes X-Class pickup truck will do. So let's head back to the house and grab our X-Class. Welcome to the Mercedes-Benz X-Class pickup truck. Now, this thing is powered by a turbo diesel engine, it is four-wheel drive, and as you can see, it is, well, a pickup truck. However, you go inside the interior, and it looks like an A-Class almost. It's really weird. It's weird to see this sort of normal Mercedes interior, but with a truck body around it. It's a little strange, and in stock form, I will admit, it is quite slow. Now, when it is fully stock, you're making about 18 pounds of boost, and right around the neighborhood of 320 foot-pounds of torque, which drops down after you go past about 2,400 RPM. Now, your power figure goes up to just under 200 horsepower when you start to get higher in the RPM range, but it handles like a pickup truck. In stock form, it definitely handles like a pickup truck, which means it doesn't handle very well. However, it does have one redeeming factor, and that's that being a diesel, it gets out of the hole pretty well, even in stock form. So let's see if I can make it kind of preload the drivetrain a little bit. Kind of, and go. It's still really slow. Make no mistake, it's still really, really slow. Into fourth at, well, now 60 miles an hour, which is dreadful. Really dreadful. Fifth gear. In fact, I'm just going to stay in the torque band. Sixth gear. Come on. Oh, God. 90 miles an hour. Are we even going to hit 100? I don't know. Yes! There's 100 miles an hour. So 101.1 miles an hour out of the stock Mercedes-Benz X-Class. So from there, we definitely have our work cut out for us trying to get up into the 160s where the AMG GTS was. And I'm going to throw a bunch of power at this thing and maybe some gearing adjustments, but who knows? After we come back from the shop, we might have a pickup truck that can outdo its big brother supercar. So heading into the shop. Now, we are not going to swap the engine out. We are going to fully build the factory engine. Now, the reason why I want to fully build the factory engine is because I feel like... Oh, wait. Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, we're good on that. I was like, wait a minute. Did we do that already? So anyways, on the factory engine, the reason why I want to build the factory engine and stick with the factory engine is because I feel like it has a lot to do with the character of the vehicle, and I feel like the character of the vehicle would be a little bit weird if we swapped the engine out, so that's why I'm sticking with the factory engine setup. Plus, I really want to see what it's able to do with 626 horsepower and 1,105 foot-pounds of torque. That's a lot of torque. I mean, that's a huge number, a huge amount of torque. So race brakes are going in because they're, to my knowledge, they're actually a little bit lighter. I mean, let's see. Oh yeah, they are a good bit lighter. Huh. So, oh my god, race suspension slams it to the ground. I mean, I feel like that's got to be better for aerodynamics, right? It's got to be. And if we're trying to get this thing to go fast in a straight line, I mean, we can do an off-road build of it later. I want this thing to go fast, so I'm going to get it as low as possible. I'm going to use every advantage I can get because it's already a pickup truck, and it has distinct disadvantages with being a pickup truck. So fully built drivetrain is in, and then from there, we go to our wheel and tire setup, which is going to consist of... off-road race tires, or for this application... Let's see. Yeah, for this application, I'm thinking just race tires. And then from here, let's fix the offset so it's not quite as goofy looking. And we'll do a set of aftermarket wheels. And I don't really know what I should put on it. I mean, I feel like I should put just something that's fairly lightweight. I don't want to put anything that's, like, super heavy on the truck because this thing, like I said, needs all the help it can get when it comes to lightweight pieces because... This thing is so heavy anyway that, again, any help it can get when it comes to, you know, reducing weight is going to be a big, big deal. So let's see. Anything else? I mean, aero and appearance, not really. Not really. Although that is a cool piece, and we can delete the side steps for better aerodynamics, which we are going to do. We'll get all of that installed. And then now it's time for us to tune it a little bit because this thing will probably have a fairly low top speed. So let's go into the tuning and let's see what they estimate our top speed to be. 178 miles an hour. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot. All right, so the AMG GTS did 162. If this thing can top out at 178... The big question is how fast can it get there? So, oh god, we are going to have to do this at night. Oh my god. You really have to wait between shifts. Like, if you don't, the revs will spike a ton. It really doesn't like to be shifted fast. But it is quite quick. Stop, stop, stop. It's also quite big and heavy, and it doesn't like to stop fast. Let's see, how much pound... Whoa! 102.9 pounds boost! It makes peak torque down at like 2,000 RPM. That's freaking nuts. I mean, it's a diesel, so of course it's going to make it all down there, but it's still crazy. Alright, so it's time to launch this thing and see if we can launch it into some history by beating that AMG GTS. Come on! There's 100. There's 120. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there's 140. There's 150. Oh! Oh, it's gonna be close! 161.7. Dude, we almost had it. And I guarantee you, of course, with gearing adjustments, we probably would have it. But that is one of the closest stock versus tune videos I have ever done. And this was probably one of the most fun because you're dealing with the same manufacturer but two completely different applications. Completely. I mean, you've got a supercar on one end and you've got a pickup truck on the other end. That is exactly what I intended the stock versus tune series to be about. Battles like that. battles that in real life probably wouldn't happen, but because of the way Forza works, we're able to actually play things like that out. So I am really happy that we ran this battle, and I'm actually happy with the performance of this truck. I know that with a couple of adjustments, we could probably get some, some more out of it. We could probably get a little bit better trap speed, but man, even as it sits now, it's a quick little pickup, that's for sure, and it actually makes a hilarious street truck. I mean, it's lowered, it's like slammed, and again, it makes a hilarious little street truck because we don't really have enough of those in Forza, and I think that kind of group of vehicles isn't really that well represented, but this thing would be such a cool sleeper to, to go out to roll races and nobody knows you're rolling over 100 pounds of boost. I mean, that's just such an incredible number. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it, but when it spools, man, it goes and it does not give up. It does not. I mean, watch this boost build. So we're going to start in third gear at about 1,300 RPM. Flooring it. There's peak boost. There's peak torque. Wow. Oof. That was a gear grind. But it's so weird having to keep the RPMs low, and you have to kind of trick your brain to be like, yeah, it's a diesel, and that's kind of what you have to do if you want it to do what you want it to do anyway. But if you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure to click that like button. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time.